Alright YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today I'm in the BMW M2 doing a 25-minute multi-class race around Summit Point Raceway. I qualified third, and we have great racecraft being used to gain positions and ultimately just probe the other driver and make them uncomfortable, force mistakes. I had a lot of fun with this race. One of my favorite races that I've done on iRacing up to this point.
I saw that you were both
Just falling back into fourth, but going into turn one, I do you know, claim my spot in third. But now we have work to do. Obviously, the two cars ahead of me qualify better than me, but that doesn't mean that they are better than me. Can they be consistent? What is their race pace like? So I'm gonna stay close. You know, I have a lot of time, right, to take the lead and try to win this race. So I'm not gonna be in a rush to make up positions. Just hit my marks, right? Find my groove, stay in line, and let my tires warm up. Because, you know, obviously they're already cold. And going to stay cold throughout the duration of the first lap. You can see me counter steering, just trying to keep the car in shape there. It's something you really can't see, but it's something you feel. Trying to get a good exit out of the final corner so I can get a good run. They're already trying to pull away, but I'm not going to let them get away from me. Coming off of turn one, you can already see that these guys didn't even have the braking point really all the way down. I do make some time up there. I'm going to find all the spots where I make up time. See, I'm running wide on that corner. What's that, turn two? So I haven't found my pace yet, but with every lap, I get more and more comfortable with the car, right? And I really just start pushing it to its limits. We're already on lap 3 now. Sun's going down. We're already dealing with lap traffic. So see how well we can get around them. And actually, I don't know if you heard that, but that GR86 made contact with me in the rear, which was kind of moronic. Let's get another look at that. Absolutely just ruining his own race for no reason.
Yep.
That's a better exit this lap out of the final corner. You can already see I'm slowly pulling closer to P2, and I still have to make my way quickly around second place and then chase down first place. So far, first place, he is quicker than both of us. But now I'm here. So if I can stay close to P2, make him feel uncomfortable, force mistakes. He's a little wonky coming out of turn 2. Keep him looking in his mirrors, distract him. So now here we are on lap 7, coming out of turn 1. I don't know what that was there, but it's giving me a good run. And I'm going to go inside and take the position. The move isn't all the way made, though. And I'm on the outside of the next turn here. So I actually do fall behind again, but a little deep on the brakes. Now he's going to stick it. I love a camera angle like this where you can really see the lines that we're taking. How the car's weight is shifting around. I got a good run. It's definitely not good enough to take him here. Let's make the final corner good. He's poor. There we go. He actually lets us go. He didn't really fight it. Here's first place. already coming out of the first corner. I've got a lot of work to do to catch him down, and I'm going to have to set some really good lap times. Now, if we look here, here's all the lap times that I set for the race. Obviously, the first lap is the slowest. A minute 19.7, 18.7, 19.5, 19.4, right? And then we're in lap, I believe, 8 right now. From lap 8 going forward, with the exception of lap 11, I'm consistently setting them in the 18s, right? These lap times are good, right? Obviously, they're not the fastest in the world, but these are good lap times. They're quick, okay? No one else is setting lap times like these. If we look at P1, early in the race, he did set a minute 18.7, and that's his fastest lap of the race. After that, 19.7, 19.3, 18.9, 19s, 20s, right? He doesn't have the pace to beat me. I'm the quicker and more consistent driver. So, this shows that he's going to get chased down. He's going to get chased down. It's inevitable. I'm going to make the time. Coming out of the final corner with every lap, again, I'm going to get closer and closer, and he knows it. He's keeping track of the gap. This is lap 11, and here's the start of lap 12. That was the start of lap 11. This is the start of lap 12. And here's lap 13. Now, let's dig into turn 1. See how much time we make on him. He's early on the brakes, too. I'm getting on it about as late as I should. I didn't have the braking spot really down in qualifying. Which goes to show, honestly, practice is something people really underestimate, most iRacing users, which plays a part in why some people have a really good iRating, because they practice, they really put in the laps, they get real comfortable with the car, right? And they pace them, like they don't push too hard, they don't try to set the fastest lap right away. You don't get quicker by oh yeah, let me just push as hard as I can and try to get everything out of the car right away, and when you do that, you find yourself forcing the car to do something that it can't, and you spin it out, you put it in a wall, you're experimenting. You don't really know the car. You have to build the connection. This is something that I'm learning, right? So if you already know, then excuse me, this is just the experience that I've recently started having. You start building the connection by going slow and smooth. They say slow is smooth and smooth is fast, right? I've never heard of someone just getting the fastest lap time right away, right? Some people build up a pace quicker than others, right? Especially when you're familiar with the car and familiar with the track, right? It doesn't take that long if you've done it before, right? But in most cases, you see the lap times, well, in every case, you see the lap times exponentially get quicker and quicker and quicker. And then it's about, can you set a lap time quick and consistently? I don't care if you can set a lap time around Summit Point Raceway, and it's in this car, and it's sub a minute 18. It's a minute 17.8 or 9 or something, right? I mean, look, all over him. And I'm gonna stick close to this guy. But it doesn't matter if you can set a lap time that's a minute 17.8 or 9, right? And then the next lap is a minute 19. If I can set a minute 18.5 over and over and over, and you're setting a minute 19s or high minute 18s, a minute 18.8 or something, I'm still at least 4/10 quicker than you on most of these laps. I'm the quicker driver overall. See, look at that. Stay close. He's looking in his mirror too much, which ruins his drive into the final corner. I can brake a little early and just focus on getting a good strong exit for the straight. Now here we are. Another class car. Made it really interesting. He actually gets the cut back. A little bit of contact. But I promise you, I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get back against him. He wants to do a cutback. I'll show him how to do a cutback. I really like this lap. I somewhat remember it. We're racing now. But again, I want to stay close. I want to stay in his mirrors, and I want to hurt his confidence. I want to distract him. Just probe for errors. Probe for errors. If he's not going to make an error, I'm going to force an error. Because he has to be conscious of what I'm doing and where I am. If I'm close enough, and if I'm close enough, if he believes I'm going to go for, you know, a drive on the inside or anything like that, he's concerned. Again, look, another terrible run out of the final corner. Something to exploit. And I got all this slipstream. It's not working too well though, because we don't really get to like the top speeds of the car. There I am, going for the cutback. Still haven't got it made this lap. Look at the difference in our line, giving me a way better run. See that? Use all the track, get a good run, bump drafting him. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna overshoot the corner is what you're gonna do. Yep, overshoots the corner. That's forcing a mistake. Right there. Now he's got to get his way back on track. And then, look at that. He actually takes out the GR86 back there because he's panicking. He's rushing to get back on track. Now all I have to do is stay consistent and run away with the race. You know, even if someone is quicker than you, trust that if you stay consistent, you may get lucky and just catch them because they can make a big mistake. A race-ending mistake even. Like putting it into a wall or getting into a wreck with someone else, you know, stuff like that. Drive the car as if you have to pay for it, and I promise you'll see results. You'll have a lot more fun sim racing. I like to do that. It gets me nice and immersed. You know, because at the end of the day, I want to feel like I'm really doing this in real life, right? So I like to race in VR. I don't want to look at my monitor while I race. And I want to feel like I'm really in the car. I want to be able to look at the apex. I want to be able to look around in the car, see a car on my, you know, left side or right side. That's a dangerous re-entry, right? These are the things that I value, right, to enhance my experience. And also, it can create good habits if I do ever have the opportunity to be a real race car driver. I'm not used to just looking at a monitor. Maybe someday, right, if I'm fortunate enough, I can maybe try 3 monitors. You know, because sometimes wearing a VR headset is not the most convenient, but the technology is evolving more and more, right? The fidelity's getting better. The headsets are getting more and more comfortable, lighter, all sorts of things like that. So I honestly don't see myself really in the long term running 3 monitors, because I don't exclusively use my computer for sim racing. I use it for playing, you know, just normal shooter video games and whatnot. So I think VR will always be, you know, kind of what I like to do. But, you know, that was about 19 laps around Summit Point Raceway that I just did. Again, a lot of fun. It was very fun to find the pace, to get more comfortable with the car, and be able to chase down my opposition and take the win using real racecraft. I can't wait to show more races, get my iRating up, raise my license, and share this experience. And I'm going to show more races from my perspective in VR as well, because seeing it from my eyes is probably one of the best ways for me to show what's going on. I still want to use these other angles and stuff with the replays, but man, it's so fun, and I hope you enjoy it and want to see more. If you do like it and find entertaining, like and subscribe. Wow, they're racing down to the line and they're dying. But if you enjoy the video, like and subscribe, hit all the buttons, comment, tell me something that you think that I should do, that maybe I'm not doing right, and I'll take the feedback.